Imagine this. You wake up one morning just like any other, but today, standing up from bed feels like climbing a mountain. Your legs tremble, your balance is off, you reach for a cane. Or worse, someone's hand. This isn't just fatigue. It's something more silent, more serious, and it's happening to millions of seniors around the world every single day. It's called sarcopenia, a condition where your body loses muscle mass and strength with age. But here's the part. No one tells you. It's not just aging, it's not just how it is. It's a result of nutrition, gaps, inflammation, and lifestyle patterns we can actually change. Every hour, 38 older adults are hospitalized due to complications linked to muscle loss, falls, fractures, even early loss of independence. And yet, most people don't even know it's happening until it's too late. In today's video, we're pulling back the curtain on the one food your muscles desperately need, but most diets are missing. We'll show you how to use food as fuel, not just for energy, but for strength, mobility, and the kind of freedom that lets you keep living life on your own terms. So stay with us, because by the end of this video, you won't just know what to eat. You'll know why it matters more now than ever before. You've probably heard people say losing strength is just part of getting older. But what if that's not entirely true? In reality, there's a hidden condition working behind the scenes for millions of seniors, and it has a name: sarcopenia. Sarcopenia isn't just a fancy medical term. It's a progressive loss of muscle mass, strength and mobility, starting as early as age 50, but accelerating after 60, and it's happening faster now than it did for generations before us. Why? Because today's seniors are facing a perfect storm. Sedentary lifestyles, low protein meals, chronic inflammation, and surprisingly, even unbalanced medications. Meet Linda, 68. She retired early to enjoy her hobbies, but within 2 years, she found herself needing help carrying groceries even though she wasn't sick. The problem wasn't her energy, it was that she had lost nearly 10% of her muscle mass without even realizing it. And Linda isn't alone. Studies show seniors can lose up to 15% of their muscle every decade after 50 unless they actively fight back. Here's something most people don't realize. You don't just lose muscle. You stop using it, and then your body decides you don't need it anymore. Muscle is a use it or lose it resource. But unlike other age-related changes, this one is reversible. So the question is no longer, am I getting enough protein? It's, is my body actually using that protein to rebuild my strength? Because for seniors, it's not just about how much you eat, but how your body responds. Let's break that myth wide open in the next part. Let's bust one of the biggest myths about aging and muscle. Just eat more protein and you'll be fine. Sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. As we age, our bodies don't respond to protein the same way they used to. This is called anabolic resistance, a natural change that makes it harder for your muscles to hear the signal to grow even when you eat the right foods. So while a 30-year-old might build muscle from a chicken breast or a protein shake, at 70 your body needs more than just protein. It needs the right kind of protein at the right time and in the right amount to trigger muscle repair. Think of it like this. For a younger adult, 25 grams of protein might be a loud shout to the muscles. Grow, but for a senior, that same 25 grams might sound more like a whisper. So what's missing? A key amino acid called leucine, the ignition switch that turns on muscle building. Without enough leucine, even high-protein meals can fall flat. Michael, 74, started drinking protein shakes every evening. But after months, he saw little to no improvement. Why? He was consuming all his protein at dinner when his body was less active and less responsive. Once he spread his protein intake across 3 meals and focused on leucine-rich foods like eggs, whey, and lean beef. His strength finally started to come back. It's not just what you eat, it's how and when you eat it. Muscle maintenance after 60 isn't a guessing game, it's a strategy. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you start protecting your mobility, your balance, and your independence. still wondering if it's too late to make a change. Let's meet someone who proved otherwise. In the next part, you'll hear the story of Joe, who rebuilt strength at 72 with no gym and no heavy lifting. Just food and a plan. Let's step away from science for a moment and meet someone who proves that it's never too late to rebuild what you've lost. Joe is 72. He's not an athlete, not a fitness buff. He's a retired librarian who noticed one day that tying his shoes felt harder than it used to. He didn't want a gym membership, he didn't want pills or pain. He just wanted to feel steady again, to walk without fear and stand without help. So, he made one decision to change the way he ate and moved, starting small. Joe's muscle recovery plan. Step 1. Nutrition. He began his day with 2 eggs and sautéed greens, added Greek yogurt with almonds as an afternoon snack, and swapped his usual cereal dinner for lentil stew and lean beef. Importantly, he spread his protein across the day, ensuring at least 25 bars of high-quality protein per meal. Step 2. Movement, no machines, no trainers. Just sit-to-stand exercises from a kitchen chair, light walks after meals, and resistance bands twice a week. Joe could do 15 chair stands in under 40 seconds, something he couldn't manage even half of at the start. More importantly, he walked into his daughter's wedding without a cane, standing tall for every photo. Progress isn't about lifting weights or running marathons. It's about showing up for your own health, meal by meal, step by step. Joe didn't just build muscle. He rebuilt his confidence, his freedom, his life. Now that you've seen what's possible with the right fuel and mindset, let's take a deeper look at the foods that help make it happen. Is beef really better than beans after 60? Coming up next, a breakdown of lean meat versus plant protein and what your muscles actually prefer. When it comes to preserving muscle after 60, not all proteins are created equal. Some seniors swear by steak. Others avoid meat altogether. So what's the truth? Let's break it down, because understanding the quality of your protein is just as important as the quantity. The case for lean beef. Lean cuts of beef like sirloin, eye of round, or tenderloin are naturally rich in leucine, the amino acid we mentioned earlier that helps switch on muscle growth. But that's not all. Beef also contains creatine, which boosts muscle energy and performance. Heme iron, which helps deliver oxygen to muscles. B12 essential for nerve and muscle function. A well-known McMaster University study found that older adults who included lean red meat in their diet alongside resistance training saw significantly greater gains in strength than those who didn't. The power of plant protein. Now let's not discount the plant kingdom. Lentils, tofu, edamame, and quinoa are excellent sources of plant-based protein. They may contain less leucine per serving, but they offer other muscle protective benefits. Fiber, which supports gut health and reduces inflammation. Antioxidants, which combat age-related tissue damage. Magnesium and potassium, which support muscle contraction and recovery. The catch plant proteins are generally less bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses less of the protein compared to animal sources, unless you eat a variety in enough volume. Take Joan, also 69, a vegetarian for over 20 years. After a routine checkup revealed signs of muscle loss, she worked with a dietitian to balance her plant protein intake more strategically, adding soy, quinoa, and legumes throughout her day. She didn't give up her lifestyle. She just got smarter with it. Within months, she regained leg strength and could walk longer distances with ease. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, whether you choose beef or beans. What matters most is being intentional. Focus on leucine-rich sources, spread protein throughout the day, and support your muscles with whole food nutrients that reduce inflammation. For most seniors, a mix of lean animal and plant proteins in the right amounts offers the best of both worlds. But even with the right protein, there's one supplement that many overlook, yet it's one of the most powerful tools for preserving muscle. After 60, coming up next, why whey? protein might just be your secret weapon and how to use it the right way. By now, you understand the importance of high-quality protein, but there's one type that deserves special attention, especially for seniors. It's not exotic, it's not expensive, it's whey protein, and it might be the most underutilized tool for preserving strength after 60. What is whey protein, and why is it different? Whey is a fast-digesting protein derived from milk. It's naturally high in leucine, the amino acid responsible for triggering muscle growth. There are 3 common types you'll see. Whey concentrate, the most affordable with small amounts of carbs and fat. Whey isolate, higher in protein, lower in lactose, great for sensitive digestion. Whey hydrolysate, pre-digested for fastest absorption. For aging muscles, whey isolate is often the best balance between power and digestibility. But here's what really matters. Whey is absorbed quickly, making it ideal right after any kind of movement, even light walking, gardening, or resistance bands. Real-life example. George, 76, started adding 25 g of whey isolate to a post-walk smoothie blended with banana and almond milk. Within 6 weeks, he noticed easier time standing from a chair, less soreness in his legs, and more energy throughout the day. He didn't join a gym. He just timed his nutrition better and let science do the rest. Many seniors mix whey protein with store-bought sugary powders or fruit juice blends which spike blood sugar and reduce benefits. Stick to unsweetened low-sugar options and always read the label. Whey protein isn't just for bodybuilders. For seniors, it's a muscle-preserving ally, especially when used right after movement. Just 20-30 grams a day could help protect your strength, mobility, and independence. But protein isn't the only player in this journey. There's another nutrient that quietly protects your muscles from the inside out by fighting inflammation and supporting recovery. Let's dive into the power of omega-3s and why fatty fish might keep you stronger, longer. Let's pause for a moment. Have you or someone you love ever felt the quiet frustration of getting weaker even when you thought you were eating right? Maybe you've tried protein shakes before. Maybe no one told you timing matters or that your body changes how it absorbs nutrients as you age. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. How did this part of the story make you feel? Do you see muscle loss differently? Now your story might inspire someone else to take that first small step today. We've talked about protein, but let's be clear. Protein alone isn't enough. If your muscles are constantly battling silent inflammation, they can't rebuild properly no matter how much protein you eat. That's where omega-3 fatty acids come in. They're not just good for your heart. They're your muscle's secret weapon, especially after 60. How omega-3s protect aging muscles. Omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, have been shown to lower chronic inflammation, which slows muscle breakdown, improve muscle protein synthesis, making your workouts and meals more effective, enhance blood flow, delivering nutrients to muscles more efficiently. And here's the science to back it up. A 3-year study comparing seniors who regularly ate fatty fish versus those who didn't found that fish eaters retained more lean muscle and walked faster with better balance and fewer falls. Best sources of omega-3s for seniors: salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring. These fish aren't just rich in omega-3s, they also provide vitamin D, which supports muscle and bone health. Aim for 2 servings a week, baked or grilled, not deep-fried. Real example. Annette, 73, never liked fish growing up, but after her doctor warned her about early signs of muscle decline, she committed to eating grilled salmon twice a week. She also added a high-quality fish oil supplement on non-fish days. Within 3 months, her leg cramps decreased, and she was able to return to her favorite walking trail, pain-free. Think of omega-3s as the oil for your engine. They don't build the car, but they help it run smoother, longer and stronger. Even if you're not a fan of fish, don't skip this step. A daily supplement with at least 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA can offer real protection. Just make sure it's purified. and third-party tested. So far, we've focused on the power players, protein omega-3s, and smart supplements. But what about the everyday foods that often get overlooked? Coming up next, eggs, nuts, beans, and leafy greens, and why these humble foods might be your most powerful muscle allies. When people think of muscle-building foods, they often picture steaks and protein shakes. But some of the most powerful allies for aging muscles are sitting quietly in your kitchen right now, overlooked, underused, and surprisingly effective. Let's reintroduce 4 forgotten warriors that can help you stay stronger, longer. Eggs. The original superfood. For years, eggs were misunderstood, demonized for cholesterol. But research now shows that for most seniors, eggs are not only safe, they're essential. The yolk contains leucine, vitamin D, B12, and choline nutrients that directly support muscle strength and brain health. Bonus: they're affordable, easy to prepare, and packed with high-quality, complete protein. Nuts, seeds. Small but mighty. A handful of almonds, walnuts, or pumpkin seeds delivers magnesium for muscle contraction, zinc for hormone support, healthy fats to fight inflammation. Plus, they're perfect for seniors who feel fatigued or don't eat big meals nutrient-dense without being heavy. Beans, legumes, fuel for gut and muscle. Here's a lesser-known fact. Your gut health affects your muscle strength. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are rich in fiber, which feeds good gut bacteria and helps control chronic inflammation. They also provide plant-based protein and slow-digesting carbs, perfect for sustained energy and muscle repair. Leafy greens, cardio for your muscles. Spinach, kale, and arugula are packed with nitrates which boost blood flow to your muscles, just like light exercise. More blood flow, more oxygen and nutrients, better performance. And with added calcium and vitamin K, greens support your bones, too critical for anyone looking to stay upright and independent. Real example: Patricia, 70, struggled with low energy and loss of appetite. Her doctor suggested small, frequent meals built around simple, nutrient-rich ingredients. She started making egg and spinach muffins, snacking on trail mix, and adding lentils to soups. After 8 weeks, her energy returned, and so did her ability to walk longer distances. You don't always need a new solution. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from rediscovering what already works. So don't overlook these foods. They're not trends. They're timeless tools for protecting your independence. Speaking of simple changes, what if one of the best muscle-protecting strategies didn't happen during the day at all, but at night while you sleep? In the next section, we'll show you how a pre-bedtime snack can preserve your strength overnight, and the one food that does it best. Most people know breakfast is important, but what you eat right before bed could be just as powerful, especially when it comes to protecting your muscles. Here's the secret: your body continues to repair muscle while you sleep. But if there's no fuel available, that repair process slows down. That's where Greek yogurt comes in. Why Greek yogurt works so well at night? Greek yogurt is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually over several hours. Think of it as a steady IV drip of muscle support while you sleep. This helps prevent overnight muscle breakdown, which becomes more common with age. Even better, Greek yogurt also delivers calcium and vitamin D for bone and muscle synergy. Probiotics to support gut health and reduce inflammation. B12 and iodine for energy, metabolism, and thyroid support. Real example: Frank, 75, had been eating well during the day but still losing strength. His doctor suggested a simple change: a nighttime snack of Greek yogurt, chia seeds, and blueberries rich in protein, fiber, and antioxidants. Within a month, Frank reported better sleep, fewer nighttime leg cramps, and increased energy in the mornings. His morning walks felt lighter, his steps more confident. Mistake to avoid: don't fall for the sugar trap. Many flavored yogurts contain 15 to 20 grams of added sugar, which causes inflammation and counteracts the benefits. Always choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt and add your own toppings like cinnamon berries or crushed nuts. Muscle maintenance doesn't stop when you close your eyes. Sometimes the right snack at the right time can work harder than any workout. This tiny shift in your routine could be the quiet foundation for lasting strength. Now that we've covered the what and when of eating for strength, let's bring it all together. Up next, a complete muscle-building day plan, tailored for seniors, plus simple movement tips. You can start today, right at home. Now that you know the why and the what, let's talk about the how. Because at this stage in life, consistency beats intensity. It's not about big workouts or trendy diets. It's about designing a sustainable daily rhythm, one that feeds your body, fuels your movement, and fits into your life. Here's a sample. Muscle supportive day for someone over 60. Breakfast, start strong 2 boiled eggs, sautéed spinach in olive oil, a slice of whole grain toast, green tea or black coffee. This combo gives you early protein, iron, and healthy fats to turn on muscle protein synthesis from the moment you wake up. Lunch. Midday, refuel. Salmon, salad with leafy greens, chickpeas and olive oil. Vinaigrette, fresh orange or kiwi for vitamin C. Omega-3s, plus antioxidants. Inflammation control, plus nutrient delivery, right when your body's most active. Afternoon. Snack steady support. Plain Greek yogurt, a handful of almonds, sprinkle of chia seeds. This keeps energy steady and muscles fed without blood sugar crashes. Dinner, gentle power, lentil and vegetable stew, 3/4 oz of lean beef or turkey, steamed broccoli or roasted carrots, fiber plus protein, plus minerals. Optimal overnight recovery. Pair this with light stretching before bed for added benefit. Movement. Tip: you don't need a gym. Try this 3x week routine at home. Chair squats, 3 sets of 10. Wall push-ups, 2 sets of 12. Resistance band rows, 15-minute walk after meals. Even light movement, when done regularly, tells your body, keep this muscle, I still need it. Real-life perspective. Helen, 78, followed a version of this plan, just using her kitchen chair and resistance bands. In 3 months, she improved her balance, regained confidence on stairs, and said, I feel like I have my legs back. A stronger body doesn't come from one heroic effort. It comes from doable routines repeated daily until strength becomes your new normal. We've covered the tools, the timing, and the plan. But before we end, there's one more truth that matters most. And it's not about food or exercise. It's about freedom and the real reason to protect your strength after 60. Let's bring it all home in our final message. Let's step back and look at the big picture. Because this isn't just about food or muscles or protein, it's about independence. It's about the ability to get out of a chair by yourself, to carry your own groceries, to walk without fear of falling, to live life on your own terms, and that kind of freedom. It starts with strength. Real story. The power of one decision. Let me tell you about Edna. 83. After a minor fall, she overheard her daughter whisper, "We might need to start looking into assisted living." That moment shook her, not because of the fall, but because of the fear of losing her autonomy, her home, her garden, her choices. So Edna made a different decision. She started doing chair squats. She added eggs, beans, and Greek yogurt to her meals. 8 months later, she passed her mobility test with flying colors and told her doctor, "I'm not ready to be taken care of. I'm still taking care of myself." We don't stop moving because we get old. We get old because we stop moving. And that movement, no matter how small, is your lifeline to freedom. Now it's your turn. Muscle loss is not inevitable. It's not a sentence, it's a signal, and you have the power to respond. So what small change will you start with today? Will it be an egg at breakfast, a walk after lunch, a scoop of whey after gardening? Every choice you make tells your body, "I'm not done yet," and your body listens. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If something you heard made you pause, made you reflect, or maybe even inspired you to make one small change in your daily routine, we'd truly love to hear about it in the comments. Which healthy tip are you committing to this week? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real science-backed health insights delivered every week. Your health journey matters, and we're here for it every step of the way.